Hello, I'm Oscar, a rising senior at the King's Academy, and I did my main project on the hovercraft. So for my second milestone, I completed the frame and the skirt of the hovercraft, and I also completed the wiring for the hovercraft. So what the frame consists of is the Debron, the hot glue, and the duct tape. And the skirt consists of stitching, the green stitching, and the tent fabric. So basically, the Debron is sort of like a firm, rigid material that helps keep the structure intact, and it just makes up the entire structure of the hovercraft. So it's also water resistant, so I can technically bring this onto water and keep the electronics safe if I ever want to. And the hot glue keeps the Debron in place and prevents materials from entering the hovercraft once I put a cover over it. It provides like a seal for the hovercraft. And the duct tape holds the skirt in place. It's just a temporary solution for me right now because in my third milestone I'm planning to do troubleshooting and a lot of testing, so I want to have an easily removable thing for the skirt. And so the skirt consists of the green stitching and the tent fabric. So the tent fabric holds in all the air, which allows the hovercraft to pretty much like float on a surface. And the stitching is meant to keep the hovercraft, the skirt airtight so that it doesn't lose too much air when it's flowing around. And so here's a demo. And some difficulties I had with this milestone specifically was cutting out some Debron pieces for the corners, because some of the corners were really hard to cut out because the corners were an odd shape, so I had to cut out really specific pieces for each of the corners. And another difficult thing I had to do was stitching the tent fabric, because this was my first time stitching and using a sewing machine, so it was pretty difficult to learn. And something I learned was just how to use the sewing machine and how to sew properly. And yeah, thank you.